Okay, good afternoon, everyone. This is Woody Collins with Congo Helping Hands, and I am not sure as to what's going on. My screen is not uh, uh, showing as it normally do, so I don't know if they had a software change or what's going on. But we're gonna pretend that it is functioning, and you can see me all right, you can hear me all right, and we're going to go ahead and talk about this school situation in the Congo. Uh, there's an article at Congo Helping Hands on Facebook that I just published at 2 o'clock today uh, that I saw earlier this morning, and it says that the two teachers' unions, one from one is a Catholic and the other one is, I guess, non-Catholic. But they said, these unions said that they were going to go on strike every Monday and Wednesday. Uh, oh, no sound. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, let's see. What is. Okay. Lou, what is going on here? Oh, goodness. Testing one, two, three. Testing, testing. Okay. Okay, I see this. The meter is running, so hopefully you got sound now, Lou. And thank you so much for letting me know that I didn't have any sound. Are you getting sound now? It was showing on my side that it was going out, so I'm not sure what is going on. Okay, we'll start over like it never happened. Thank you so much for coming in today. This is Woody Collins with Congo Helping Hands, and we are talking about Congo. And the subject today is the strike by teachers in the Congo. Uh, school just started October 12th, which is a little over, a week ago, yesterday, and they are already, the two uh, teachers' unions have said that they're going to go on strike every Monday and Wednesday. So they're not going to go on total strike, but they're going to be off. Uh, thank you, Lou. Lou is my sound engineer, my producer, everything. He tells me when things are going right. So, and thank you very much, Lou. Uh, so what the teachers unions are saying that they are going to go on strike. They're asking their members to go on strike on every Monday and Tuesday until they get paid. And it's about pay. The Ministry of Health, I mean, the Ministry of Education, in the article that was published I published an article, reprinted, shouldn't say reprinted, but actually I showed the article that I got the information out of. And in that article, the Minister of Education said that the 58,000 teachers were paid for October, but they are complaining that other teachers are not going to be paid, and they gave one of those nebulous dates as to when it was going to be paid. It says to the effect that when conditions change, they would pay the other people. And I guess that's when the teachers decided that they were going to go on it, because you're just 12 days into it, into the new year, and now you now we're saying you don't know when we're going to get paid and everything. So I'm not sure that the teachers were paid all during that time of the pandemic from March when they closed schools until they reopened. I haven't got word as to whether they're not, but I'm gonna find that out uh, today because I know a couple teachers who get paid by the state for school, and they should know whether they would tell me whether. But I'm thinking they got paid because they would have mentioned something other than that. I would think they would have mentioned something to me that they did not get paid. So, uh, and the problems is the Congo just don't have the money. And Lou, you were asking the question about who's going to pay for the maintenance of the buildings. I haven't got a response back from my contact over in the Congo as to who's responsible for the maintenance of the buildings. But as you can see, uh, in most situations, people pay the people before they worry about maintaining the building. So if they don't have enough money to uh, pay salaries, I think the buildings are at the bottom of the list. And as I said earlier, also the Congo is facing a severe budget crunch. They went from about $8 billion, that was their stated budget, or the article that I read was, and it was cut to about $6 billion. So that means it was cut in half, and that's going to be a lot of stuff that's and a lot of people that's not going to be paid. So that's one thing. As starting this year was the year that the uh, I guess in full force that the elementary students was going to go to school without having to pay. So that puts more pressure on the teachers because they were getting school fees from the people in the past, and now they can't even get school fees because the parents are not going to pay school fees because they expect the government that it's free. They've announced that it's free education, so they're not going to, nobody's going to belly up to the bar and pay when the government's supposed to pay. But as you see, they've cut their budget. I don't know what items they cut out the budget, but they've cut it back to $6 billion. Now, here's the other point that I don't know about is the World Bank when they were in town. Well, not the World Bank, but UNICEF, and UNICEF, along with the World Bank, they had they had pledged to give Congo $800 million to help them fund this education for children in elementary school, because everybody's been touting that now, uh, with this new free education, 4 million Congolese children who probably would not have been going to school because of their family did not have money. Now they're going to be going to school. So they were, you know, everybody was patting, Congo on the back, and the UNICEF and also the World Bank said, okay, we'll help you with that. We're going to give you $800 million to help you with this initiative because we believe that that's good, overall good for the country and good for the children, and so that happened. So you got the budget being cut back. You got some money coming in from UNICEF. So I'm sure that UNICEF is going to be looking at this now that these teachers saying we're only going to work on on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday because we didn't get paid. And so I expect that this is going to hit a high pitch shortly because everybody, uh, many people, will realize that the Congo government has been promised $800 million from from uh, the UNICEF and the World Bank. So it's just a terrible situation. And as we all know, who's getting hurt in this situation? Well, the teachers who getting hurt because they won't be getting paid, and also the children who, uh, if they go on strike, that they're only going to be going to school on Wednesday through Friday, and they need every day of school that they can get, especially since there was no school since March, and there was no homework sent home, there was no distant learning and all that kind of stuff. And I'm thinking that they probably um, promoted everybody to the next grade. So, you got schools where the kids are already a half a year behind, and now they're going to be faced with only going to school three-fifths of the term because effectively. So we hope all this get worked out, and I'll keep you informed as things go along because this is, to me, it was just a shock to see that both release the president released that he was cutting back the budget in order to meet the budget, and of course they blame that on the pandemic, and I'm not sure that that's legitimate because they did get a lot of money from the outside to help with the pandemic. But and I know that Congo is not a really heavy taxing authority that really comes to the treasury, and they get a lot of money from the mining operations and stuff like that. And I don't think the mines would have shut down everything, so money should have been still coming in. But of course, to uh, to the uneducated, they say, "Oh, well, the pandemic has caused a lot of problems and stuff like that." So anyway, that's going to conclude today's program, and I thank everyone for listening, and especially you people who are coming to listen on the rebroadcast. Uh, and thank you, Lou, for being on to tell me that I didn't have any sound. And I'm gonna have to play around with this to see what went wrong because it has a tendency, I don't see everything on my screen that I normally see. So thank you, Lou. Really appreciate it. And for everybody else, this has been Woody Collins with Congo Helping Hands. As I always say, take care of yourself and your family and be safe and be blessed. And we will see you tomorrow at the same time at 3 o'clock Eastern.